We girl, I have my body cam on going all the time, like, the whole day I have that shit on. But, like yeah, so, like here, let's go to Chief's office. Go to Chief's office. That way we know for sure.
Just say floor 2 is closed. Then she comes up here for a patrol mission.
Y'all put that. I can't. I'd look like a dumb fuck putting that in the radio. But yeah, so like yesterday, like every time we tried to have a conversation, she wouldn't listen inside the car when I told her, and she told me no, 3 people in a car. So I just rolled with it, and then she continued to follow us around all day. So then, it was me, Sammy, Pam, Luke, Tank, and a couple other people. We were talking to Crystal because when I kicked Crystal out of SWAT yesterday, she had ran her mouth downstairs talking shit. So we were talking about her, and then the subject of her came up, and I had said, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Sammy. If it doesn't stop, I'm gonna end up saying something to her and getting a rep because you already saying I got one because I can't control my mouth when I'm pissed off. And she's like, well, don't do that. She's already got 2 out of 3. And I said, I made a joke. I said, well, if she's going to continue with the toxic behavior, then she don't need to be in the SWAT department either. And Donovan ran and told Paul what I said. So now Paul said he wants my resignation letter on his desk. All right, that's fine. What position do you want me to take? I can be your secretary, buddy. Yeah, that's fine. And if not, all right. And if not, um, yeah, and if that's not gonna work, I can just do secretary like I did for SWAT. All I do is keep track of people, member lists, and stuff. Like I actually took the time. I spent 2 hours on a tracker on everybody. That way we can see who comes and who doesn't, and who's doing shit and who's not. So that's basically all a secretary does.
PT. The fuck? The fuck? That semi.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Sorry. So like I have a lot of training reports. Like when I was in Lamita, I created training reports before we did it and after training reports. So we could see, what happened, what was the goal, and what actually happened. And I have stuff with barricades, traffic stops, all kinds of stuff 1011, 1080s, mocks, like all kinds of stuff I can send over. That way you guys can see them as well and see that I'm not full of bullshit when I say I do have experience.
I know, kind of. Yeah, that's a good plan. Not gonna lie. But alright. But yeah, Nolly, you should have seen Sammy's reaction last night. So after after Giovanna told her that we were dating, she burst out into excitement. No, but they did mine and the Marcus interview so far. Shit, I told them, look, if, like even if I don't get the CG position, either way, I'm already gonna be guaranteed for a LTG position. But the thing with that is, you know, stepping up into, like I told him yesterday during my CG interview, like I'm stepping into a role that I haven't really done before because I never really went past the LTG. Mm. Well, uh, I told him, I basically told him everything I know about the PD so far. I'm not really expecting to get the position, as long as I at least tried without getting interrupted, because I did the interview twice. First time it was interrupted by Miss Douglas. Second time, it went well. I know something about the PD rules, and then the violations, and then there were open-minded questions. Well, anyways, like, I don't know. I was having a very long conversation with Sammy yesterday. I actually had two very long conversations with Sammy yesterday. One about the Colonel Jen position, and then two, it was about something else. I forgot what the other topic was. But I told her, like, and I told Pam, and I told Angela, like, I don't care about this fucking position. But everyone got a job they gotta do. I either progress in PD or I, flop in PD. But right now, I'm trying to progress more and more, but try to keep a steady mindset and not be a rank chaser like everyone else is. No offense, but you know, some people are rank chasers and they do get jealous that other people get the ranks that they like. If I get LTG, I like recently just became a major gen like not too long ago. So you know, for Lester, and all of them who were major gen before I was, I don't know. See what they think in their mind. Have fun with that. Is Carl David even ready for MG? Is Carl David even ready for MG? Hmm. I guess it depends. Basically depends on what their answers are. And we watching in the background. Sound like some fucking Tom and Jerry or something. Shit, I haven't seen Dexter in years. Well, that's a good thing. Man, SpongeBob's classic. Shit, this is why I got my house cleaner. Like, I don't have to touch a thing in my house. I don't know. I guess some people are afraid to touch the oven. You know, everything in my house is electric. Shit. Well, I mean, like, wow. Yeah.
I gotta relog. I can't see nobody's names.
But anyways, no, when's your wedding? You gotta be kidding me. No. Bitch is like, Or he just said it. Isn't it wrong to be planning something like a day in advance? I mean, like, usually takes like 3, 4 days to plan a wedding. Because the fuck? Why you can do one of those? No, I've seen it. I mean, like, why you gonna do it way up there? That's completely random. I guess that explains why he asked me to officiate it yesterday. And he asked me to be the pastor for y'all wedding. Uh, shit. Gio's gonna be my +1 all the way, and he got a taser out, man.
Damn you, Luke.
I'm fast as taser.
You just folded up like a pretzel against that wall.
Oh lord.
Oh my lord. Get the fuck out of here, Nala. Get out. Get out. You're excused for the rest of the day. The rest of the day. Oh, they're going in the room. Close the door. Office. They're getting freaky in there. Yeah, we'll deal with that later.
Donovan, are you wanting to have?
Yeah, y'all are getting too freaky in there.
Do you have a whole head? You have a whole head. Damn.
What did you do? Beat him to death with a nightstick?
That's crazy. I'm adopted Sammy's son. Sammy said I was adopted. But yeah, you said I'm your adopted. No, no, no. That's just wrong. That's how y'all do the Asian. That's how y'all do the Asian. That's crazy. Y'all just treat the Asians wrong. I am black. Wow. I feel like that's right here. I feel like that's right. That's fucking messed up. That's fucking- to do that to the Asians just because I'm Asian. That's crazy. I don't like being Asian.
We'll go down here.
Wow. Not only am I adopted, I'm the only boy.
Miss Douglas, relog. Your hat's not on your head.
That hurts a lot. Not only am I Asian, but I'm the only boy, the only male. Angela by grandpa.
Yo, Dedrick.
The great grandpa. That's wrong. I think that's really important that you see videos, talking, but no.
Dedrick.
Let me see Daddy.
Yo, Dedrick, let's go. Dedrick.
I got a church service today here in Bell. I gotta see you and Aaliyah or Demarcus. I forgot whoever came to me last night about church service.